just making a coffee. Oh, seeing what I've made, seeing the bits and pieces that I'm going to make. What shall I... yeah, let's make a coffee. Make a coffee. Happy with the Simpsons mug? Like that. Let me show you how I make my coffee. Everyone's different, aren't they? They've got a real specific way of making coffee. I'll show you my method. Easy. Best coffee you can make. I'll wait until there's a couple of people on. I know it's boring, but this is my life. This is what I do. I mean, that's the beauty of doing what I do. It is me. I don't put on any silly voices. I don't pretend. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I try my best. Hi, how are we? John, how are you, John? How are you? Oh, I'm not got up. I had a terrible night's sleep. Really, really bad. Could not switch my fucking brain off. Stupid things as well. Nothing major. Just, like I'd wake up thinking, oh, if I turn my welder off, or I don't know, anything. I was driving me mad, dreaming about fucking walking sticks. Crack into the part of it now. Oh dear. Hey. What shorts am I wearing? You always say that. I'm not. I've got tracky bottoms on. I nearly picked shorts up. Joseph, how are you, mate? All right. Right, I'm gonna make a coffee. This is how I make my coffee. So my wife gets that. Sugar. So that's how I do it. 1 massive milk. One big coffee. 1 sugar. Job done. Tell me that's hot. Oh, you prick. What a twat. Kettle's not boiled. Come on, Adam. Going on. What are we all up to today? Sunday morning. Kim's gone to the car boot. I didn't go this morning because I had a terrible night's sleep. I'll come away from the kettle for a second. I had a terrible night's sleep. I kept dreaming about fucking walking sticks and fucking log burners. There's my gas bottle barbecue that I made. Made that last week. So that side, where am I doing? I've got to go opposite. So that side here is the barbecue. That side there is the smoker. And here, that's where I put my fuel. I put my oak or my logs or whatever to smoke the other chamber. It works really well. If you follow me and you and you've seen it, yeah, it's worked really well. Oh, I hope everything's all right, John. Taking her shopping and then hospital. Buy something nice. Treat the wife. It's nice to treat the wives, isn't it? It is. Yeah, mine rang me. I didn't really sleep well. And why is it you don't sleep well? You don't sleep well until it gets light, and then it gets light and you're fucked. So as soon as it got light, I'm like, oh god, I'm knackered. And I fell asleep. And hi. Regini. Hi, Regini. That's a nice name, Regini. Yeah, as soon as it got light, I fell asleep, and she's just rang me, and we've got a camera in the bedroom, not because it's kinky, but because I've got epilepsy, and we need to show evidence of my seizures to get help. So she spoke to me through the camera. Regini! Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. I love you too. How are you? What are you doing? Whereabouts in the world are you? I hope you're well. Sorry about the kettle. I'm just waiting for it. I just poured cold water in my coffee. I'll be outside in a second. We'll have a look around and we'll see what I've been doing. I made a walking stick yesterday. I was only meant to be tidying up yesterday, but I made a walking stick. Grandad gave me a cabbage cane. Yes, right, a cane off a cabbage. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I'm so naive sometimes when it comes to things. I mean, cabbage cane walking sticks. Who knew? And I'll show you. I'll show you now. I'll show you what a cabbage cane looks like. I had absolutely no clue. However, if I was to draw a cabbage cane, just guessing, I would probably draw that. It's got like, looks a little bit like bamboo. How big was the cat? Exactly. Do you know what? That's not a stupid question, is it? It's really not either. No, exactly. I didn't even know they had canes. Where does the cane come from? I thought cabbages were just little, well, not little, but cabbages that grow in the ground. Where's the cane bit? I don't get it. Grandad told me, and I just sort of went, oh, right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Not wanting to look stupid by saying exactly the same. I'm not saying you look stupid by saying how big was cabbage, but cabbage plant. I look nice, thank you. I've only just got up. I've got my coffee. Just bear with me a second. The camera's going to go. I'm going to lay you on top of my coffee. Right, let's go outside. Ooh. Here we go. So there. I'll show you my. So I made that last week. It took me probably a couple of days, really. But I had a couple of half days on it. Then a couple of days. Yeah. So altogether, it would be a couple of days. So it works really well. Barbecue side, smoker side, and then you put your fuel in there. Right, let's go. Into the Hobbit workshop we go. You know, I'll take that. I normally get Jim Royal. I'll take Jack Black. Skinny Jack Black. Blimey, anything skinny. I need to lose some weight still. My hair's all over the place. Right, let me turn some shit on. Hello. Thanks, Leo. What are you up to, mate? Where are we all today? What are we doing? Are we chilling? Are we making something? Have you made things? What's your day job? What do you do? Are you a crafter, or are you a builder, or are you an office worker? Hairdresser. I was been talking to a few welders last week. Right, so what I'm doing, my little routine. I know I've got to sort my shit all of a workshop out, and somebody's moved the head of my man. Right. So this is what I look at when I'm talking to you guys. This is what I look at. I love my little lights, all sorts of lights. My log burner, which obviously I don't use till winter. I'll show you my walking sticks in a minute. I'll turn some more lights on. Let me put you up here. Oh. Nearly ready, nearly ready. So yesterday, Grandad gave me a cabbage cane. There you go. There's the cabbage cane. I stained it black because it looked a lot like bamboo, but it wasn't hollow. It's extremely hard, extremely light. I put the hessian around the top and bottom because it was actually a little bit split, but I wanted to preserve it and save it because, like I say, it was Grandad that gave it to us. So I'm going to offer it him back and say that if he's 90 and doesn't need a walking stick, I have to add, but maybe he'll keep it. I don't know. I just thought it was something nice he could keep and something he could see with his cabbage cane, and that's what I like to do. To be perfectly honest, people have mentioned, would I make a smoker or a barbecue? I would. I mean, if you want to commission a piece, I don't really know how it'll work. You know, you'd pay for the materials, and then I'd build it, and then we'd work out, you know, how long it's took to build. But to buy them sort of things, they're expensive. They're really expensive, and I won't charge my followers and subscribers that sort of money. At the end of the day, if it's somebody just off the street or a member of the public, yes, you'd want to get full price. And what I mean by full price is, that's why I got a shop on Etsy, because I wanted to see if these people really were making hundreds, if not thousands, on silly little things. I don't mean that horribly, but like this. Let's pick something up like that. Right. So on Etsy, I made this just because it was one of the fastest, easiest, cheapest things to make. And people say that they make these things and sell them for lots of money. Now that's just a door wedge with a stick on so you can hold it and wedge it under the door. I got it on a silly price, something like a tenner on Etsy, just to see if they would sell. Oh buddy, Lions Fix-It Shop, nice. Is that self-explanatory? What do you do? What do you do? Do you fix machinery, tools? So yes, I just wanted to see on Etsy to see if our knickknacks, our stuff, our crafts, our wood, our metal actually sell for the prices that they say they do. There's people on there saying that they've sold thousands of doorstops. Now, is that true? Have they sold thousands of doorstops and made? I think I worked one out at, like, if they'd have sold that many doorstops in a year, it would have been like £150,000. I'm either not that lucky, or my stuff isn't that good, or somebody's lying somewhere on Etsy, and it's either a robot or my chains are all tied up. That's crap, isn't it? So I just wanted to see if it was a thing, and I'll be honest with you, it's not, they don't sell as well. So yeah, wood carving shop, no way. Wicked. Okay, Lions Fix-It Shop. Yeah, wood carving and workshop, great. Bikes and welding. It's exactly the same as me. Awesome. I love my little welder. Right, I'll do a little thing on that actually. I don't get paid or sponsored. I have been asked a few times if I want to sell some people's stuff, like I don't know, different bits, handles. I did do a review on a magnet catch for your cupboard, which was really good actually, and that's the only reason I did it, because I thought it was good. I try to stay away from people saying, well, can you advertise this, because if I don't feel that it's right for my channel, then you know, when you start, I think you've got to like the product. That's how I feel anyway. Like, I bought this the other day. I'll show you. It's fucking brilliant. So, Glority, focus on creation. I think it's Chinese or Japanese. Chinese, it's made in China. It's off Amazon. I used it the other day, and it's a little, I can't really see that there. That's better. Let's have a look. So what you do, it's a saw. Actually, still got some sawdust on. So what I like about that is not wiping it on your trousers and pulling the cotton out. So yeah, it's really, really sharp, but it's also really handy to have. You can put it away like that and put it in your pocket. And then if you see a nice log, twig, what will make a nice walking stick, that's what I normally find. I'll be walking and thinking, God, if I had a handsaw, I'd have that stick there. Or you find a big branch on the floor and you just want to take a couple of pieces off it. Really, really good. I think I paid about, I think it was about 12 quid. If anyone's interested, I will put a link in the description. I don't get anything from doing that, but I still try and show the things that I buy. And then, you know, you have the opportunity to see me using it. But no, never been paid, never been sponsored. Yes, I'd absolutely love to. Thanks, man. I've got a backhoe saw for spoons. What do you mean, mate? Backhoe saw for spoons. Yo, Jaden, how are you? Yeah, sorry. So, yes, really good. I do like that. It was actually a bit of a take on my, I think they call them the Japanese something saw. I got some up here. They're only cheap ones. Oh, actually, my chisels have fell out. Slamming the door. So yeah, I got these ones, and then I decided that I'd like the foldable saw, just so when I was out and about, I could bring it with me. Cane saw. Don't think I have. No. I'll have a look. I need to make a note of different things. Cane saw. Okay. I love a gadget. You know, something. I know that's not really a gadget. I suppose you'd class a gadget as something electronic or whatever. But I do like something different that I can use. Sorry for slurping. Cane saw. I'll check it out. All right, let me get these walking sticks then. So as I just said, that was a cabbage stick. I think this one was off a silver birch. That's right, silver birch, relatively straight. Just not my fucking bird boxes again. Relatively straight. I do like a little twist. And I actually found my dad's old walking stick. He passed away over 10 years ago now, but I'm going to refurb that as well. I don't know what it is, what it's from. I tell you, if you go onto Google, actually go on this Google search bar, you probably know this. Jim showed me this, one of my supporters on YouTube, and we were talking, and I said I wasn't 100% sure what the walking sticks were made of. So if you go on the Google search bar, and just as you type it in for the Google search, at the side of that, there's like a little camera. If you tap that little camera and take a photo of whatever you're not sure what it is, it'll tell you. It comes up and it gives you a photo and it tells you what it is. So if there's I did it with the spider the other day and it was a false widow. But I'm doing it constantly with trees and sticks, and it's good. It's teaching me what's what without even having to do it. I love the Nissan Skyline. Oh, that's super. But the Skyline, the old school Skyline, going back to the 90s, awesome. My thing's bikes, really. I can appreciate a good car, but my thing's bikes. There's mine. She's there, look. That box isn't on her. Honda Shadow 750 with a straight pipes. It's really nice. Sounds awesome. Oh. So what are we up to today? Where are we? What are we doing? Sunday's a strange day. Not really for me. It's just a normal day to me. Matlock's amazing. Are you far then? Are you not far from Matlock? Yeah, I love Matlock. Email me, woodworkinglife@hotmail.com. Drop us an email and we'll sort something out. That'd be good. Oh really? Wicked. Well, we'll do something. We'll do something. That'd be good. I've thought about doing a couple of collaborations. It'd just be nice to meet some other people, I suppose. We've been talking about possibly, oh, Jaden, bless you. Exams. What exams you got on, Jaden? thanks for joining in. I feel your worry, mate. I do. I've got 2 nieces, and my lads are probably about the same age as you. Derek, right, morning, mate. Thanks for saying good morning. It's nice to be nice, and we've got a great community, you know. And I know I keep saying that, and that's probably sound old, a great community, but it's really helped me. You know, doing this is giving me a purpose. It's giving me a job back. I was virtually unemployable because of my epilepsy and my bad choices in life. To now working and explaining my work and talking to you guys and getting hints and tips off you guys. And it's maths and English and Irish in my exams. Really? Are you from Ireland, Jaden? Jaden, maths, English. Tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Let me know how you get on. woodworkinglife@hotmail.com. Really good luck. Try not to worry. I know it's easier said than done. Thank you. Really, I mean, Lions Fix It Show. I have no idea how much you help, but you help me. Genuinely. I'm not just saying that. Hi. I can't really read that. My something, Paben. I'm Irish. Nice to meet you. Well, yeah, I know you, Jaden, but I love Ireland. I've said that before. Only been once. Love to go back. Good luck. Try not to worry. Try and take your mind off it. Maybe doing things like this will help. Just, I think if you haven't learned it by now, mate, it probably won't go in. Try and have a bit of a relax and a chill today. Maybe you can do a bit too much, I think. I mean, I didn't do any, and I didn't get worried about it, and I should have. I should have tried better and harder. I'm dyslexic, but I used that as a bit of a way out, I suppose. Isn't it an excuse? But I shouldn't have, and I should have tried harder. I wish I had. I definitely had better in me. My beard's all over the place this morning. Yeah, good luck, Jaden. That's nice, Derek. Yeah. And the help side of things, you know what? I mean, like I say, genuinely, it helps me massively. I didn't realise how much it would help me, in fact. That it gives me a purpose, gives me a reason. I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, oh, I need to go outside. I need to complete this project or try this one, or somebody will give me a good idea and I'll get going on that. The gas bottle idea, you know, that come from a mixture of you guys and one of my friends. Thanks, Nath. I really appreciate that, mate. I do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Lions Fix It shop with some words of wisdom there, Jaden. Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Oh, what else have we got on the agenda today? Well, I think I showed you. I did show you. That's a little projector that I bought. I'm going to do my wife's birthday coming up. Well, I say coming up, end of July. So I wanted to do my garden, make sure I did have chickens out in my garden. Who's that? It's my son playing golf. I did have chickens out in my garden, but they stunk. They brought rats. Awful they were. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved the chickens, but they were a pain in the arse. Why not? Drop me an email. I don't even know how you do. Jump on. I'll happily come over. Say hello. Happily, of course I will. How do we? I'll come and have a look. I'll write that down. What sort of time are you going live? Lions Fix It shop. Mansfield's really not far. No, it's just up the road. Because I'm in a little place, I bet no one has ever heard of it, called Swaddling Coat. From about 12. Cool. I will be over to check it out. Definitely. Whereabouts in England are your cousins from, Jaden? Where are you from in Ireland? It is beautiful country. Oh. So what was I doing? Did I buy? I bought quite a few bits last week. I can't even think what they were. Off Amazon. Cavan. Down the A38. You're right, yeah. Heinz Fix-It shop. It's really not far from Mansfield. Just outside of Burton-on-Trent, Swaddling Coat. It's not, I say it's not very big. Bigger now. It's the new estates have all grown. When I were a kid, I hated it when people said that. When I were a kid, it was all fields, but it was. Now it's all houses. Somebody asked me what paint I used on my gas bottle log burner. Let's grab hold of it. Let's have a look. Oh shit. Right. So this stuff I used, Hotspot. I actually got it from my local pet shop, but it works really, really well. I've got a pizza oven up here as well. I think you've probably seen it. Just to show you the paint, it does come off eventually. I mean, they're not really the materials that you should be, I suppose, painting black. But that's my pizza oven bit at the top. That's where I keep my fuel at the bottom, and obviously it cooks the pizza. I put in a bit of marble that I had. It says there. Really, really well. Obviously it keeps the direct flame off. I've just started doing my patio bit as well. I know. Yeah, I'm old enough as well. Where does the time go, eh? Where does it go? But yes, so that's one thing that I did. I did my borders as well, because this is where the chickens were. But I did the borders because they'd all fell down, and there was horrible. There were rats and all manner. So I've redone that. I've just got to put some soil in the borders now. And what I was thinking is, when I do my wife this little birthday party, hopefully the grass will be better then. We can have a pizza and bits and pieces. I've got my smoker. This obviously my garden's not very big, but what I wanted to do is put my projector sort of here and aim it at the house, so I have the screen. Has somebody just come in? Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm rattling on. Hello? No, no one's home. My wife's at the car boot. Yeah, the lights are good. I tell you what, they came, again, they were an Amazon purchase. I think they were about 30 quid. 30 quid for 10. But I put another 10. I linked the other 10 onto them. And yeah, it went well. The power wise, they coped with it. Alrighty. So that's the paint that I used, yeah. Stove paint. It goes up to temperature. So obviously gas bottles get extremely hot when cooking. That's the idea of them. But the structural integrity of the bottle is good. Somebody actually asked if a beer keg would make a good burner, and definitely, I love the idea of that. But they're aluminium, aren't they? So one, I know you can weld, Ali. I've never done it, and I don't know the intensity of aluminium. I believe it's not as good. I think it goes brittle in heat. I'm not sure, so you'd have to do some research on that. I think it would be cool doing a beer keg as a barbecue. I just think the aluminium is going to become a problem, and the reason I'm saying that is I did a fire extinguisher. So that's actually a fire extinguisher. Where am I? There. Yeah, that's actually a fire extinguisher, which I drilled, and I was going to do it into a very small mini burner, log burner for a camper van, but it's aluminium. So again, I would struggle welding it. Don't get me wrong, it's probably too small anyway. There you go. Derek, right, the aluminium gets a bit soggy around 600 degrees. See, yeah, that's too close, isn't it? I mean, you can get them up to 600 degrees. So I think you'd struggle. Yeah, I think it would be a mistake doing it in a beer keg. Other design, other things you could do with them, I'm not sure. Again, it's limiting because of the welding side of things for me. I'm not a great welder, but I'm okay. Yeah. Open fire pit, definitely. Okay. Okay. So that might be worth looking at then. Doing a beer keg fire pit. Okay. Might look into that. Because I want to do a fire pit table. Well, I'll tell you what I bought. I'll show you what I bought. So, the fire pit table, my idea is, you saw my table, it's just one that I made out of old decking when I first moved in. I'll show you again so you get an idea. So this needs replacing. I made it when I first moved in out of the old decking that was actually up here. But what I want to do is make a new tabletop and in the middle cut a hole out and have flames coming out the table. Sounds nice. But I bought a burner ring there. But I tell you now, I'm really struggling to hook it up to my gas, and I think it's because it's butane, and I don't know if there's not enough pressure in the bottle or what, but it just does not want to give me the flame that I'll need. It's like a match that just comes out the hole. You know, the flame is tiny. I don't know why. Great idea. It is a great idea. Absolutely a great idea. Yeah, you know, for the aluminium beer keg, cut in half, fire pit, be awesome. But yeah, I'm going to do the fire pit table. I think that fire pit gas ring is probably too big, but still that butane's not good enough. So what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to go and get some propane. I've got some tanks. Some guys have given me, I've still got 2 or 3 old gas tanks that I'm going to use for the barbecue and the grills and things like that. So I'm putting them aside, but I have actually got a propane one. So I'm going to go and get that refilled and see if I can make my fire pit table. All this I want to get done before my wife's birthday, end of July. And I've got a really, really big idea for Halloween. Not last Halloween just gone, the Halloween before. I'll see if I can find some photos. I dressed my house up. I boarded all the windows up. I got a smoke machine. I got dead bodies laying on the drive. I got a small gallows where you hang people. I got a beheading block, all on the front of my garden. And it was good. It was great. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not a massive people person. You guys are fantastic, and we talk all day long. But normal people person, as in coming out saying hello to people. They got so much traffic, and it even made the paper, hang on a second, my door, that was ringing.